Get ready for a high school action on the place for local sports, The Score. Brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college. Over 40 academic degrees and certificates and one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dog fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. By Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, hammondlumber.com. Midstate Machine. Looking for a career? Check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Sales and service by a family that cares. Somerset Stone and Stove, offering quality gas, pellet, and wood stoves and hardscape products. 201 Tire Battery and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta Vassalboro line. PJ Diggs, the excavation pros. If it's dirt, they do it. Renewal by Anderson, award-winning replacement windows and doors. Schedule your free consultation today. Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. Joseph's Market, Front Street, Waterville, famous for fine meats. The Harry J. Smith Company, 13 Sanger Avenue, Waterville, serving the Central Maine community for over 100 years. And by Computer Improvements, Water Street, Skowhegan, your headquarters for computer maintenance. Now, let's go live to Mike Violet and A.J. Knight.
Good afternoon and welcome to Fuller Field here at Cony High School in Augusta, where this afternoon The Score brings you live coverage of Class B Northfield hockey between the undefeated Cony Rams and the Erskine Academy Eagles. I'm Mike Violet. I'll bring you the play-by-play here this afternoon. A.J. Knight is along for the ride as well. And the Cony Rams have been a battering ram so far in Class B North. They have blitzed their way to an undefeated record, and in that undefeated record is a 9-1 win over the defending Class B champs, the Lawrence Bulldogs. Now, Lawrence lost a lot of people to graduation, including Miss Maine Field Hockey Hope Bushard, but they still have the likes of Maddie Niles and some pretty good players left. That gives you an idea of how good Cony is this year.
Yeah, and I thought that we had kind of, I don't want to say peaked because we hadn't had a chance to see Cony yet, but to a certain extent peaked after we got that classic between Messalonsky and Skowhegan. This Cony team letting us know, putting us on standby, that it's a loaded field hockey class at Central Maine this year because, of course, some of the Cony parents were talking about the round robin that has happened between Messalonsky, Skowhegan, and Mount Ararat, who lost to Skowhegan but beat Messalonsky.
Yes. So there's that. So Holly Daigle's got a stacked team, including the likes of Macy Freeman and Abby Morrill. Morrill has had 6 goal games this year. She's a dynamic goal scorer, and Freeman, a senior captain as well, is also a terrific goal scorer. So the Erskine Academy Eagles of Shara McDonald are going to have their hands full today, and Andrew Cowing is going to see some balls here today. The Eagles have struggled. They have just 1 win thus far on the season. There is some talent there, but they are extremely young.
Yeah, they had a really commanding season-opening win. I think it was 11-1 over Lincoln Academy. Since then, unfortunately, hit a 5-game skid where they've been outscored. I think it's 20-4. In that same time frame, Cony's only played 3 games compared to the Eagles' 6.
Right.
Cony's outscored their opponents 27-1 in 3 games. So, on paper, it looks like a team. It looks like a game where for the Eagles to stand a chance, their goalie's going to have to stand on her head.
Yes, that phrase did come to mind, and I had an email exchange with Cony coach Holly Daigle along with Shara McDonald from EA this morning as well, but I messaged her, emailed her, and I said, you obviously haven't had any trouble scoring goals this year, with a question mark at the end of it, and I could get from her response in her email, I don't want to brag about it, but yeah, we can put the biscuit in the basket.
100%. Well, the thing too, one of the stats we've been kind of keeping track of this season for all fall sports is there's been this weird just coincidence where there hasn't been a lot of seniors in both these teams too.
Yeah. We have been keeping track of that. But, yeah, there's some great senior talent. And, of course, Cony has Freeman and Morrill. And we talk about field hockey powers in this state. We had Skowhegan and Messalonsky in Class A the other night and a classic game. Certainly Cony in Class B is one of the primo teams right now. And for what it's worth here, the heel points through September 20th, we have 4 teams in Class B North that are undefeated. Belfast, Leavitt, Cony, and, of course, you can never forget Nokomis. We haven't seen them. We had one game scheduled with them this year, but we were not able to get it on the air. Hopefully we will. That's another quality program in Class B North. So some iron here, just like there is in Class A.
Yeah, 100%, and I think it's part of Ryan Bell's ongoing contract as he works remotely from Dean College for us. I think we're required to get as much Nokomis on as possible. I think he negotiated that.
Right. Remember, Ryan Bell is a bigger man on campus than Cooper Flagg.
100%. He beat him once in a game of basketball very, very long ago.
When Flagg was apparently blindfolded.
Yeah. One hand behind his back.
Cony and Erskine Academy about ready to get going here with Class B North lacrosse. We'll take a timeout, be back after this on The Score.
Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Over 40 academic degrees and programs recognized as some of the best in the United States. Nursing, criminal justice, forensics, psychology, IT, education, culinary arts, and so much more. Offering one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Plus, a top-seeded national champion producing athletics department. Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and Jonna Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity, where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus, here for you today and through all points of your life.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
I came for a visit and I just fell in love with it.
They just want to see you be you and just excel.
There's a lot of opportunities here.
It really gives me time to figure out what I want to do with my life.
It's a good stepping stone to get to where you want to be.
The tuition is definitely part of what brought me here.
You know, credits transfer, that's huge, especially for a community college when you're trying to figure out what you want.
CM's the best place. honestly, it's the best place. You got to be here to experience it.
Randy Belanger purchased the Harry J. Smith Company over 7 years ago, knowing his customers expected the same quality service as they have always received for over 100 years. With 10 bays and 12 employees, we can have most of your repairs done the same day. Whether it's on your car, truck, or RV, we can handle it. Just call us and let us go to work for you. The Harry J. Smith Company, 13 Sanger Avenue in Waterville, keeping your vehicle on the road for over 100 years and doing it the right way.
Mike Filan, AJ Knight, back here at Fuller Field in Augusta. You are listening to, if you're listening, to The Score, Sports Radio 1160 WSKW, Skowhegan, Waterville, Augusta, the place for local sports. And today's game, as always, is brought to you by Central Maine Community College in Auburn. More than just a community college with over 40 academic degrees and certificates and always one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Find your passion. You can start finding it today by going to cmcc.edu. Cony Rams taking the field down to our left. Avery Maxim, the sophomore goalkeeper, has donned the tools, and she is set to go. Down to our right is also, a junior. I was going to say she was a sophomore, but no, Andra Cowing is, in fact, a junior, the junior goalkeeper to our right, and we are set to go. Erskine Academy with the ball to get started here. In the blue, going right to left. Cony in their white jerseys and red slacks. That's slacks. Red pants. That's flipped high. Cony immediately slacks. Where'd that come from? Boy, that's an old man word or what, AJ?
Business casual apparently today for this one.
Boy, I need, what's that stuff they're advertising on TV to help your memory and stuff? Everybody's, something grin. I don't know what it is.
I knew, but I forgot.
Yeah. That's a great line, AJ. And breaking it out now is Evelyn Rousseau, one of the captains for Erskine Academy, but quickly turned back and quickly picked up by Elise Cunningham, one of the great Cony captains, one of their seniors who is so good. Down the left side for Cony, Freeman. Speaking of so good, she is the deal. Right side, this is Caroline Hendrickson. Had a nice conversation with her mom before the game, who spent some time in the 70s living in Waterville, my hometown.
You spent some time in the 70s living in Waterville,
I did,
too, right?
all of them, every day in Waterville. All right, here's Freeman. Cony with their foot on the pedal right off here. And a clear out by Erskine Academy. Can the Eagles get it out? Well, they at least push it out on the far side. Kate Morin, a freshman. And we're going to see a lot of freshmen for Erskine Academy because they've got a good half a dozen of them on their roster.
Yeah, and this is an important part of the game for the Eagles. In games where we've seen teams really dominate, which on paper Cony looks like they should be able to, possession is a big part of it. Can Erskine clear?
All right, here is Morrill. Stick handling, going in. It's kicked away by the goalkeeper. Good play there by Cowing to come out. Realized that she could make the play, but it's going to result in a penalty corner.
This will be something for Erskine to watch, too. Teams that, have run up these numbers have a chance. Obviously, they're prime scoring opportunities.
So penalty corner number 1, and it is Elise Cunningham who will distribute. All right, back up top to Hendrickson. Slides it over. The shot doesn't get through, and it goes wide. The shot from the top by Ashley Olson, and it slithered through and didn't hit anything.
Interesting to see. I mean, Erskine, I think a good part of this is going to be weathering the storm early, right? Because Cony, with all that firepower, is going to come out shooting.
Yeah, and they can really take it to you so quickly and take you out of the game emotionally so fast. And that is one thing that they do is, prey on their opponents like that. Midfield, working it out now, Rousseau. Rousseau on the sidelines, defended there by Allison Allen. Whistle, it'll stay with blue.
Yeah, for Erskine, again, clearing is going to be a big thing. You know that Cony has the firepower, so make sure you make them have to run, the length of the field. And looks like they're kind of doing a chip and chase, which could be part of that strategy.
And that young woman you saw just flip it in, number 19, Lily Clark, for those of you watching our live stream at either centralmainsports.com or 1160thescore.com. I was watching her in pregame. Her shot is like a heat-seeking missile. Ow! That hurt at midfield. Erskine Academy player hobbling back, and that is Hannah Cohen-Mackin, who took a wicked hit, and she hobbles out and will come off, and Phoebe Taylor, a sophomore, will check in. Ouch.
And then you heard kind of the sound too.
Shot from way out deep by Freeman. Defended there by the aforementioned Lily Clark, and now Hendrickson can't get control of it. It is out, and we get penalty corner number 2. So Cony already off to a flying start with the PCs.
Yeah, Erskine seeming to do a nice job just kind of putting bodies in between shooters in the cage. That's sacrifice for sure, but obviously your goalie's going to thank you.
All right, Cunningham to the left side of Cowing to Freeman. Hendrickson with a shot. It's blocked in front, rolls over to Freeman. Macy looks to center. Henderson with a high one, and that's in. Is it too high? No. Yes. It does not count. I think she was outside the circle.
See what we got here on replay.
All right, midfield picked up now by Brianna Barrett.
Yeah, that one on replay you could see popped out, definitely outside the circle.
Okay. So the call was correct. Midfield, Hendrickson puts it down. And now it's going to go back in the other direction. Lily Clark with that. You can see she can smack it, and she drives it all the way down, chip and chase. Well, the chase is on, but the ball, did that go out? Yes. Just barely went out. Let's see. What's the ruling going to be? Yeah, it's Cony's. All right, so the Rams a little hemmed in here. Is jumping up to check was Brianna Barrett.
That kind of seems like Erskine is content to kind of just try and hit it down, see if they can dig it out, and if it's a dead ball, then go back and see what they can do.
Parker Minzy at midfield, cleared it in. Picking it up now is Johnson. Haley Johnson, but she lost it in front. Good job there by Brianna Barrett to keep it alive, and we're going to get our first Erskine Academy penalty corner.
Now that one just effort, right? Just chipped in and then go and play aggressively, and you're able to draw the whistle.
So Reese Sullivan will distribute, and Lily Clark is behind the first wave. They leave it for, I don't think that's the way it was drawn up, but it's still right there in front, and now it kicks over, and we'll do it again.
That was it. I think that was interesting because it almost looks like a set play, right, where she's just making sure that's flat on the turf so your shooter can get a shot.
Right.
If not designed that way, it worked out nicely.
Clark winds up, shoots, it's deflected in front, the rebound is in. And Erskine Academy scores first.
How about that?
Nope, it is not a goal.
All right.
Not a goal.
2 no goals.
2 no goals, one for each side. No goal. Erskine Academy kept the pressure on. Not sure why, didn't see where the shot came from, but it doesn't matter at this point. Cunningham rolls it up. Elise Cunningham, right side, being chased by Minzy, and now the ball is out.
Now, Erskine actually, while we were showing that replay, they got a quick restart, got another shot with a save, and then Cony able to draw the whistle and quickly, as you saw, turn it the other way by Cunningham.
So in goals that don't count, it's 1-1. In goals that do count, it's 0-0. Unable to clear Clark. Now it's cleared out by Phoebe Taylor. Right back in, though. Natalie Doobie. Doobie checked. Doobie with it back. Doobie trying to run away from Pilot. Doobie from the left, and a whistle. And a violation on Cony.
Erskine Academy doing a nice job. Seem to have a pretty sound strategy for how they want to handle this potent Cony offense, and it's working.
All right, that one flicked high to midfield, so the chip and chase to midfield worked. But now it is lost by Erskine Academy, stopped there by Haley Johnson. Now it's going to go back to Erskine Academy. Kicked back out, jumping on it there for Cony is Casey Monson. Erskine, though, able to drive it up closer, but now It is run off by Hendrickson. Caroline Hendrickson whacks it up to midfield off the stick of Cunningham. Now to Abby Morrill. Morrill, one of the prolific scorers in Maine high school field hockey. No matter what class, she can score. Snapped in now by Erskine Academy, and Morrill with it, far side, wearing number 28. Morrill to the middle and a whistle. It's on Cony.
I think we got a timeout here from Cony.
That's why the whistle was blown. 6:06 to go in the first. No score between Cony and Erskine Academy. It's high school lacrosse on The Score.
Oh, please start.
You wouldn't allow your car to bypass its maintenance, would you?
Hey, Jen, would you look this up on your computer?
Oh, wish I could. This office computer is so slow.
How about your computer maintenance? Trust the pros at Computer Improvements. They can come on site or stop by, handling general maintenance, antivirus protection, hardware upgrades, and Computer Improvements can set you up with solid-state hardware memory, giving your operating system wicked fast response time due to less moving parts, so your day isn't like this. Contact Computer Improvements to schedule your service today. Computer Improvements, downtown Skowhegan.
Nothing brings people together like good food. So when you're cooking for the ones you love, why trust anyone but Joseph's Market? Joseph's Market is famous for their fine meats. Plus, no one makes sausage like Joseph's. They have 32 rotating flavors like Mexican chorizo, teriyaki pineapple, or spinach and feta. So there's something for everyone. You know, an apron is just a cape worn backwards. So be a superhero at your next cookout with fresh meat and sausage from Joseph's Market on Front Street in Waterville. Find them at josephsmarketmaine.com and like them on Facebook.
So, Cony coach Holly Daigle takes a timeout to reassess things. 6:06 to go in the first. Cony's ball in the offensive zone, but Hendrickson loses control of it. Running it out is Taylor. Taylor right in front of the Erskine Academy bench, couldn't save it. And Henderson will deal it. Flipped it up. Knocked down there by Evelyn Russo. Loose ball goes back to midfield, slowed down by Kate Morin. Morin up to Hendrickson, blown dead, and they're going to back it up.
And Cony, I think, had a legit shot to get a kind of a fast break out of that.
Hendrickson intercepted. Working it out now, Clark. Clark and Hendrickson. Hendrickson wins that battle. Over it goes to Doobie. Doobie, far side, runs right by Monson, works it up near the circle. Now it's back. Erskine Academy working it hard here. Reese Sullivan, one of their captains. And it's going to go to Erskine. That violation.
That Erskine defense is playing tough.
Keeping them away.
Unfortunately, on the restart there, I think a little too high with the club, so all of a sudden, a drive that looked like it was going to start, maybe something on the other side, comes all the way back here to the 30.
4:45 left. First period, no score. Erskine Academy, Cony. High school lacrosse, Class B North style.
Field hockey.
What did I say?
Lacrosse.
Wow. That was crazy. Field hockey. That's probably because one of the field hockey parents came up to me before the game and said, hey, when are you going to do a Cony lacrosse game? And I said, next spring. Excuse me, we're talking Class B North field hockey. All right, chipping it there at midfield. Cunningham, a whistle that stays with Cony, but not for long. It is broken up. Erskine Academy on a lot of loose balls. Excellent defense there by Evelyn Russo. Kept alive now by Barrett. Barrett forced it back. It pops out to midfield. Parker Minzy. Right at midfield, Caroline Hendrickson and Minzy going at it. Goes back to Cony. Hendrickson wraps it in. Back to pick it up now, Lily Clark. Out. And Cunningham will put it in. Hendrickson missed. And it's poked out to midfield. Excellent poke check. And then a pass up to Russo, but Russo cleared it in, and Cony cleared it back out, and it's going to go to the Rams.
Yeah. Erskine doing a nice job challenging in the midfield and not really letting Cony establish offensive time.
The shot by Hendrickson, or the pass, I should say, by Hendrickson was blocked by Barrett, blown dead. Hendrickson again. She strikes the ball well. All right. They work it up. The pass in the middle. Helen Deneen tried to center it, but nobody home there in a white and red jersey. Knocked out of the circle. Again, good defense by Erskine Academy, but Cony sticking with it. Here's Hendrickson winding up. The shot goes wide. And we are going to get, what?
Free hit, it looks like, outside the circle. Yeah, Erskine just building that wall in front of the goal.
All right, working away at Freeman. She got tripped up.
Yeah, I think that's a whistle.
Macy went down, upended there by Evelyn Russo. So a free hit for Freeman with 2:25 to go in the first. Freeman stick handles. Tries to backhand it in, broken up. Good defensive play by Minzy. Now it comes out. Here comes Erskine Academy. A breakout here. Right up the middle, it's Barrett. Check that, it's Addison Mort, number 1. Mort with a good job to steal it and work it out. And now it's driven out of there by Lily Clark. Deflects into the offensive zone. Picked up. Here comes Erskine Academy. Russo couldn't get a stick on it. And back to midfield to Minzy. Hendrickson now slaps it in. Nice lead pass. Numbers here for Cony. If they can get up there, it's Morrill. Morrill stick handles. Morrill shoots, looking for a deflection and doesn't get it. Excellent break in there by Abby Morrill.
A heck of a lead pass. I mean,
Yes.
how often, that's how fast breaks start. She just, once she got in the circle, Erskine kind of bowed up a little bit, and she had trouble, look like kind of gathering to get the collection for the shot, but still, nice opportunity.
Sure was a nice opportunity for Cony. Flipped up, Hendrickson knocks it down, Cony right back at it. Right down the middle, Freeman. Freeman cleared it up to Morrill. Morrill could not get control of it. It's run off there. Excellent defense by Russo. Russo backhands it up in a whistle. Free hit by Hendrickson is blocked. Cleared out. And on the near sideline, Evelyn Russo couldn't save it. Doobie flipped it up. Knocked down by Clark. 30 seconds left in the period. A free hit here.
A little bit. Trying to kind of get a running start into that free restart here.
Indeed. Caroline Henderson tried anyway. Ball inside the circle and a whistle just as Morrill was trying to drag it closer to her, and it goes back to Erskine Academy, and that will run the clock out for the first period. So each team had a goal disallowed. And so at the end of one, the score, kind of a surprise. Erskine Academy, nothing, and Cony, nothing. You're watching and listening to high school field hockey on the place for local sports. Sports Radio 1160 WSKW, The Score.
Nokian Tires, available at 201 Tire Battery and Service, Route 201, Vassalboro. Your complete auto center. Mechanics you can trust. Nokian Tires to keep you safe on the road. Plus, 201 Tire Battery and Service is a state inspection station. They have batteries and accessories, including custom battery cables available. And of course, those great Nokian tires. 201 Tire Battery and Service, Route 201, Vassalboro. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. Maybe your existing system is failing or it's a new house lot. You need new installation. Call PJ Diggs. They can bring their site evaluator to design the right septic system. Headed to camp? Ditch the outhouse for a newly installed system. How about a septic system for your campsite? Imagine your own private campground. Already have a septic design? PJ Diggs can install it for you. Call 431-4299. That's 431-4299. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. 131 Hinkley Road, Canaan.
Are you fed up with high prices at the pump? Do monthly utility bills drain your wallet?
If you're nodding your head yes, Renewal by Andersen is your best solution. They custom build and install weather-tight replacement windows and back them with a generous, fully transferable limited warranty.
Call now to schedule your free design consultation. Plus, take advantage of this limited time offer with incredible savings and attractive financing.
The better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
Central.
Mike Violet and A.J. Knight back here at Fuller Field in Augusta as we go to the second. Let's give you a scoreboard update on the score presented by Midstate Machine. If you're looking for a career, check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com as we go to the second period. No score. Each team had a goal disallowed. Each team with 2 penalty corners in the first, and that is it. Erskine Academy did a terrific job defending as we roll into the second quarter, and the scoreboard update brought to you by Midstate Machine. Again, if you're looking for a career, check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com.
Yeah, I thought Erskine, has a really sound defensive strategy. They challenge passes, done a nice job really making it tough for Cony to get into the offensive sets, and then they're just making sure they've got bodies in front of the goal to help out their goaltender.
All right, Lily Clark at midfield. Chip and chase. Knocked down at the 25. Now knocked down by Erskine Academy's Evelyn Russo. Russo tries to clear it ahead. Sullivan was there, but now it's whacked up by Hendrickson, and it's out.
At Erskine, I think see if more teams implement that. Sometimes, right, when you're maybe a little bit under-skilled, you kind of get stuck in the midfield because the opposing defense can swarm you. Erskine, I think, kind of getting around that by taking the opportunity. We'll just throw it in the offensive zone. Maybe we'll get a deflection. Maybe we'll draw a whistle. Next thing you know, like right now, we got a chance to generate some offensive opportunities.
Clark, who flicked it up to set this up. Now she jumps on a loose ball. No. Beaten to it on an excellent play by Natalie Doobie. Doobie cleared it up, and here comes Macy Freeman. Look out. All kinds of numbers up there for the Cony Rams. 4 players up. Freeman trying to get ahead of the pack, dished it off, and a pretty nice job to stuff that by Erskine Academy.
That's one of the situations. I think Freeman, I know how talented she is. One of the situations, I think, as soon as you draw the defense, you had open teammates.
Got to dish it, and I liked Cunningham on the right side. She was sort of filling the lane on the right side. All right, knocked down there by Reese Sullivan. Taken back, though, by Freeman. There's Cunningham. Cunningham rolls it in the middle for Morrill, and it is knocked out. And broken up. Great job checking by Erskine Academy, as right now Parker Minzy is giving Caroline Hendrickson fits. Now it pops up to Cunningham. Elise turns. Tries to center. Gets all the way through. Open net and a score. The easiest goal ever for Helen Deneen. And Cony is on the board. It's 1-0 Rams.
Nice centering pass there. Just finally finds its way through and gets get one finally into the cage.
Comes at 1:50 of the second. Makes it 1-0. Great assist by Cunningham. So just like that, Erskine Academy, which had played terrific defense, gives one up. Deneen was open, and she didn't miss. All right, midfield now for the Cony Rams. It's Kate Morin. Morin out of bounds. Back to blue. And once again, it's Lily Clark. Clark, right in front of the scorer's bench, right at midfield. She likes that flick shot. She's good at it, and a whistle just as it comes down, and it's going to go to Cony. Ooh. Did that take a piece of Russo? 17? Wow.
She looked like she's moving a little slow, but it might have caught stick. That was a solid-sounding thwack.
Right. I think it caught stick. Because even with the pads, if that catches shin, you're in trouble. Maddie Harris comes in. Checking out now is Evelyn Russo, one of their captains. So Shara McDonald goes to the bench. And this will be an Erskine Academy ball. Clock running, 11:55 left in the first half. 1-0 Rams on a goal by Deneen. Clark fakes it. Covered by Cunningham. And that wasn't Lily Clark's best play ever.
Yeah, I think that one, you got to try and just get that to midfield.
Yeah, that's where you need the flick.
Yeah.
You're not going to lug that out. Look at Cunningham, Hendrickson with a shot. That was dangerous.
Yeah, that one, I think she surprised the Erskine defense. So if she's able to put that on goal, you might have something there just a little bit wide, though. Still.
Free hit.
Quick restart, too, for the Rams.
Yep, from the 25, working it up. Freeman to the right wing. Tries to center. Not a great pass. Cunningham kept it alive. Outside the circle, turning Morrill. Morrill gets it inside. And it is still alive. Back to the top to Doobie. Gets it through. Freeman shot. A save there made. Terrific save by Cowing. Loose ball as Cony turns up the heat. And we are going to get Cony's third penalty corner of the first half.
Erskine the goalie coming way far out to challenge with shots, which helps cut off the shooting angle, but at the same time, she's really susceptible to those backdoor passes Cony's trying to get in.
Elise Cunningham to dish. Sweeps it to Hendrickson. Lays it over. Up close looking for a tip in front, and they had a player there, but the tip did not happen. So the design play up to Morrill, and Abby couldn't sweep it in. Midfield belongs to Erskine Academy. Brianna Barrett with good work there. Now it's Pilot, Isabella Pilot. Swept it up. Nice job on the handle, but Barrett is called, and it goes back to Cony. Rams on the break. Here's Freeman. Freeman to Morrill. Morrill to the middle. Some shooting space there. The shot hit a leg in front, and it went wide, or the goalkeeper Cowing came up with it. One of the two. It went wide.
A lot of traffic there, including some of the Rams players, so it's, I think, kind of hard to track some of those down.
All right, free hit. Hendrickson. Hendrickson defended by Sullivan. They're going to give it back to her. Hendrickson out.
And Cony, I think clearly with Hendrickson, she clearly wants to get, I think, a running start. As you saw there, Erskine defense kind of cut it off and slowed it down, and then she just kind of took one wide, trying to get it inside to get a deflection, just couldn't put it on goal.
All right, here's Clark. See if she goes back to the flick. Yep. You can tell just by the way she sets up. And that is knocked down by Hendrickson. Out. So they pick up about 15, 20 yards. And now it is Sullivan to sweep it in, or try to anyway. One of the Erskine Academy captains knocked back out. Oh, Clark whacks it. Bounces. Rolls by Russo. Nice job defensively there to jump up by Haley Johnson and get on that loose ball. Could have ended in a scoring chance for Russo. Boy, Hendrickson can belt it too.
How about the reactions? I feel like if I'm out here playing, I'm coming back, no ankles. These players are able to find it quickly, get stick on it to knock it down. I'm impressed just with that.
I would cower in fear. That's what I would do.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, that's out.
Right idea there. I think caught Cony a little bit off guard there, trying to get down the sideline. Just couldn't keep it in bounds.
So with 7:55 to go in the first half, if you had told Shara McDonald that halfway through the second period you're only going to be down 1-0, she'd settle for that.
I think you're absolutely right.
All right, Morrill got it ahead to Deneen, but she didn't handle it. And then coming out, Cowing missed it, trying to kick it. It rolls wide.
Yeah, she coming out and challenging shots, so you better be ready to turn and fire. Leaves a lot of open space on that back door.
All right, Freeman jumps up inside the circle. Loose. Cleared out. Hendrickson pokes at it. Comes back out deeper, but it is called. And it is Erskine's ball.
Does feel like, though, Cony is starting to establish that possession time, though, that kind of wears teams down, as we've seen in several sports this season.
Clark sweeps it over to Sullivan. Can't handle it. Goes right back to Cony. And Hendrickson right in front of the Erskine bench. Man, she's got a blistering shot. Up to Morrill. Morrill zigzags inside the circle. Abby Morrill over to Cunningham, and Cony can't make it work. But, again, they storm the nets, and they're going to get a penalty corner out of it. This is number 4.
Cony, it really, I think, besides maybe kind of an errant pass, it really didn't register anything. Really dominating offensive possession time this quarter.
Here's Cunningham. They sure have. No question, to Freeman. Freeman goes wide. Freeman right back, and as she dished it off to Doobie, it was called again. So another penalty corner, number 5. Cunningham. All right, the pass over, the shot trickles through right there. And the shot originally from Doobie trickled over. Now it's in front. The backhander by Morrill is blocked. And now another pile over there as Deneen had a crack at it. She's got their goal, and now they're going to give it to Erskine.
Couple of big plays in there by not just the goalie. As you're seeing on the replay now as they get the restart going. Erskine just crowding the goal.
They are peppering the defensive end here in the second. 5:25 to go in the first half. It's 1-0 Cony on a goal by Helen Deneen. 1:50 of the second period. All right, let's see. Clark can't really relieve the pressure with that flick. Sullivan has it. Only able to get it to the 40-yard line. Ooh. Sullivan stayed with it. It's going to stay with Erskine Academy.
As I say, the Cony player there definitely didn't get stick on that one. It looked like it hit knee.
All right, up to midfield to Cunningham. Elise turns, and she gets wedged out of bounds by Minzy. Hendrickson. All the way up inside the circle, a redirect, and the goal was wide open, and it went wide. Boy, I'll tell you, Cowing is a gambler there in goal.
She's coming out to challenge him, and she, I think, to this point, has frustrated the Cony shooters a little bit, who maybe aren't used to having that little of space. But again, she leaves that back door open.
No doubt, Erskine Academy able to dump it in, and we've got a foot race. Brianna Barrett turns on the Jets, and Barrett able to win the race. Now we've got a standoff. Barrett gets some help there from her teammate, Evelyn Russo. It goes out, and it will be out off Erskine Academy. So the Eagles force the issue there. Now Hendrickson drives it in, slowed down, picked up by Minzy. Minzy to midfield to Clark. Nice stick handling there around Cunningham. That was pretty. Got it ahead to Russo, but again, Erskine Academy not able to get it any farther in the zone. 3.5 to go in the first half.
I think for Erskine, though, just a little bit of breathing room, I think makes a big difference to them right now. A chance to at least challenge in the midfield.
Hendrickson blasts it all the way down. Back there to stop it is Olivia Brand. Brand, though, gave it away. Cony's back with it. Curling in, Casey Monson. Monson down the far side. Backhand centering pass is broken up by Olivia Brand, but kept close by Cony, but it's going to go to Erskine. Parker Minzy. Picked off by Freeman. Freeman fighting for it there with Addie Mort. Freeman comes away with it. Freeman rolls it through inside the circle, and it is still alive. Rolls out of the circle all the way to the sideline. Hendrickson hustles over, saves it. Hendrickson stick handling there in traffic with Sullivan. And now it's going to be blown dead. It's a Cony ball.
Henderson there, just hustle. Saved it, now draws the whistle because of it.
She's a fantastic player. I was talking to her mother before the game about our Waterville connections, and she didn't blurt out anything like, "Hey, my son's awesome, my daughter's awesome," she's really, really good.
Very much so.
I said, "Do you have one playing?" She said, "Yeah, she's a junior, Caroline."
She's very much she kind of the point for them, it feels like, in a lot of ways.
Yeah. All right, here's Freeman curling around. Hendrickson trailing. Hendrickson comes away with it. She's willing to shoot. A save there by Cowing.
That one, though, I think outside the circle.
Yep.
And as soon as the goalie touched it, it obviously registers as a shot.
Yep. Well, if you're shooting from there like Hendrickson, you're looking for a tip.
Yeah.
Speaking of tips, the tip of Cunningham's stick tripped Clark. And Clark, with 1:13 left in the first half, can't clear it. Kept in by Kate Morin. Morin slowed by Sullivan. But Hendrickson will come over as we come down to the final minute. Freeman blocked. Excellent defense there by Erskine Academy. They have done a lot of that here in the first half to keep this a 1-0 game. And a breakup by Minzy. Free hit here for Cony. Freeman sweeps it. In front, looking for the redirect there for Cony, was Casey Monson. Back it goes to Doobie. Slides it up, rolls inside the circle, knocked down by Pilot.
Right there on that pass, though, whistle. Coney's got that back door. It's just Erskine packs in the paint basically so much. Like it sticks in the lane. It's just so hard to find a clean hit to kind of get that redirect.
3-2, and that'll run the clock out here in the first half. So the first half done here at Fuller Field at Cony High School in Augusta. A lot of possession in the offensive zone by the Cony Rams, but only one goal. Some excellent Erskine Academy defense, and we are at halftime, which is coming up, brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. You can always find them at hammondlumber.com. The score at the half, Cony 1, Erskine Academy nothing. Back after this on The Score.
Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Over 40 academic degrees and programs recognized as some of the best in the United States. Nursing, criminal justice, forensics, psychology, IT, education, culinary arts, and so much more. Offering one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Plus, a top-seeded national champion producing athletics department. Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and Jonna Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity, where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus, here for you today and through all points of your life.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
Mike Violet, AJ Knights back here at Fuller Field at Cony High School in Augusta. Halftime of this girls' Class B North field hockey matchup between the Erskine Academy Eagles and the Cony Rams. 1-0 Cony here at halftime. Halftime is brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, HammondLumber.com. Just one goal, which we'll get to, but AJ, we have 2 no goals in this game as well. 2 goals waved off, 1 by each team.
Yeah, first up was Cony's, and taking a look at it, I think maybe too high a stick. It was just off the circle. Oh, we get the ricochet. That's right. It ricocheted out, and then you get the deflection in. That, yeah, I think that was outside the circle.
Watching high school field hockey, Class B North style on the place for local sports. Sports Radio 1160 WSKW, The Score.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
I came for a visit and I just fell in love with it.
They just want to see you be you and just excel.
There's a lot of opportunities here.
It really gives me time to figure out what I want to do with my life.
It's a good stepping stone to get to where you want to be.
The tuition is definitely part of what brought me here.
You know, credits transfer, that's huge, especially for a community college when you're trying to figure out what you want.
CM's the best place. Honestly, it's the best place. You got to be here to experience it.
Randy Belanger purchased the Harry J. Smith Company over 7 years ago, knowing his customers expected the same quality service as they have always received for over 100 years. With 10 bays and 12 employees, we can have most of your repairs done the same day. Whether it's on your car, truck, or RV, we can handle it. Just call us and let us go to work for you. The Harry J. Smith Company, 13 Sanger Avenue in Waterville, keeping your vehicle on the road for over 100 years and doing it the right way.
Oh, please start.
You wouldn't allow your car to bypass its maintenance, would you?
Hey, Jen, would you look this up on your computer?
Oh, wish I could. This office computer is so slow.
How about your computer maintenance? Trust the pros at Computer Improvements. They can come on site or stop by, handling general maintenance, antivirus protection, hardware upgrades, and Computer Improvements can set you up with solid-state hardware memory, giving your operating system wicked fast response time due to less moving parts, so your day isn't like this. Contact Computer Improvements to schedule your service today. Computer Improvements, downtown Skowhegan.
Nothing brings people together like good food, so when you're cooking for the ones you love, why trust anyone but Joseph's Market? Joseph's Market is famous for their fine meats. Plus, no one makes sausage like Joseph's. They have 32 rotating flavors like Mexican chorizo, teriyaki pineapple, or spinach and feta, so there's something for everyone. You know, an apron is just a cape worn backwards, so be a superhero at your next cookout with fresh meat and sausage from Joseph's Market on Front Street in Waterville. Find them at josephsmarketmaine.com and like them on Facebook.
All right, back here at Fuller Field in Augusta, just in time to get started here in the second half. Cony with the ball and the lead. They lead at 1-0 as Freeman and Morrill work it down, but a steal. And Reese Sullivan back in the other direction, momentarily anyway. Now flipped up. And a whistle just inside the 20. It's going to go to Erskine Academy. Helen Deneen, the only goal of the game. Here's a pickup by Freeman. Freeman draws it wide, poked away. Freeman back with it again, a backhander. And up out of the net again was Cowing. And we are going to get a penalty corner out of this.
I think that one got past Cowan, might have caught a stick because obviously got some air. I don't know if it hit post, but again, it's the challenge. She's trying to cut off those angles, but leaves a lot of space behind her.
So Cunningham will do her thing. Here's the sweep out to Morrill. Back inside, loose, and it deflects off Sullivan, and we're going to do it all over again.
Actually, I think this one's off Cony, so I think Erskine. No, they backed it out. Yeah, backed it out. Sorry. Okay. You're right.
All right, Hendrickson's shot inside, broken up by Minzy. Taken right back, though, by Doobie. Doobie slides it up, stops just outside the circle by Erskine Academy. Then, as Cunningham started to advance it back, they give it back to Erskine. Clark's pass, she fanned on that. That was not a good play. Now she breaks up Morrill. Freeman slides it up. A tip as, again, Cowing way out of the net. She is sprawling, loose ball right there on the doorstep, and it's cleared away. And we've got a whistle. And another penalty corner. Third already here in the first 2+ minutes.
And how about Cowan having to absolutely get down on the turf to stop that one? Stop a couple of those, I should stand corrected.
All right, here's Cunningham. The pass to Morrill. Stick handles inside the circle. Ball still there, knocked out. And again, we will have a penalty corner.
And this Erskine, it's like trying to clear it out and eventually just coming back and playing half-court defense over and over again.
Hendrickson over to Doobie. Slides it up, it's blocked. Poking at it there is Monson. It goes wide. Doobie able to save it. Right to the side of the net. Can't center it. Run off in the far corner for Erskine Academy. It's Taylor, and Taylor, it's out off her.
Cowan, nice job there. Stepped that one and kicked it out and got it out of the scrum.
Doobie to the middle to Freeman. Freeman is blocked. Minzy clears it out, but just to the 25. Cunningham right back with it. Clark and Freeman right in there.
And there we go right back to another penalty corner here for the Rams.
So number 5 already. They've already exceeded their first half total. Cunningham. Right there to Freeman. Freeman passes to Hendrickson. Hendrickson has it poked away. Excellent defense there by Bella Pilot.
Look how far out Cowan is.
And that is what happens when you're that far out. It ends up going in, and I believe it was scored by Elise Cunningham.
Yeah, she was way out, 10 yards out of bounds. Cunningham got it through, and then 2 sped it on. Cunningham with the assist, but 2 with the final smack.
So Natalie Doobie with the goal. Set up by Doobie. And it comes at 3:46.
And as like said, it's basically Cony just over and over again getting to run a half-court play. At some point, you're just gonna
hit on it.
Yeah.
It's gonna work. All right, flicked up. Right side Taylor. Trying to tamp it down. Does. Taylor can't get it around Zoe Charest. Clark literally batted it out of the air. Cunningham, Clark drives it back in. Didn't make it inside the circle. Cleared up by Freeman. Midfield, here's a breakout now for the Cony Rams. It's Monson. Monson down the right side, checked by Pilot. Restarted here with Hendrickson. Belts it all the way up, kicked away there by Cowing. Back up again by Cony. Cowing again way out of the cage. She is 10, 12 yards out, and now another penalty corner as they pile up.
Erskine now starting to find themselves. I think they were able to sort of mitigate these whistles to a certain extent in the first half. Obviously, you're counting, we're at half a dozen. Just here in the third quarter, and 2 minutes is gone?
Yep, that's number 6 right there. Back to the top to Hendrickson. She belts it. It's blocked. The rebound is in. The goal by Abby Morrill. And the floodgates are opening up. That comes at 5:25.
An absolute blast. Just get a ricochet, and then 28 just able to put that one in.
And we've got a timeout. We'll take one, too. 9:35 to go in the third. Cony has got it going on. 2 quick goals here in the second half. It's the Rams 3, Erskine Academy nothing. This is high school field hockey on the Score.
Nokian Tires, available at 201 Tire Battery and Service, Route 201, Vassalboro. Your complete auto center. Mechanics you can trust. Nokian Tires to keep you safe on the road. Plus, 201 Tire Battery and Service is a state inspection station. They have batteries and accessories, including custom battery cables available. And of course, those great Nokian tires. 201 Tire Battery and Service, Route 201, Vassalboro. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. Maybe your existing system is failing or it's a new house lot. You need new installation. Call PJ Diggs. They can bring their site evaluator to design the right septic system. Headed to camp? Ditch the outhouse for a newly installed system. How about a septic system for your campsite? Imagine your own private campground. Already have a septic design? PJ Diggs can install it for you. Call 431-4299. That's 431-4299. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. 131 Hinkley Road, Canaan.
Timeout taken by Shara McDonald. Certainly a good time to do it after giving up 2 goals in just over 5 minutes. So it is 3-0 Cony as we welcome you back to Fuller Field in Augusta. Local sports on the Score, presented by Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks always cost you less. Find them online at cmautogroup.com.
I wonder, part of that maybe a little bit of a defensive adjustment to tell the goalie to maybe back it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because she's getting those initial stops. The problem is the ricochets are finding their way through the backside, and there's no one there.
And I am a fan of daring goalies who are willing to come out and take chances. Sometimes, however, they're a little bit too daring. So you got to pick your spots with it. All right, out of the timeout. Cleared up. Doobie, who just scored. Stopped it. Far side, Russo. Russo covered there by Monson down the sidelines. Kate Morin keeps it alive, clears it to the middle. And a breakout here for Hendrickson. To Freeman. Freeman checked from behind by Sullivan with the breakup. Now Clark to Sullivan. Sullivan by Doobie, but Doobie saved it, but no, she couldn't actually pull it back.
This is big for Erskine. Obviously, you need goals, but just getting out of their defensive end for a stretch is already a win.
2 penalty corners for Erskine. They came in the first 5 minutes. Nothing since. No pressure at all on Avery Maxim. She has had a rock and share game so far.
And it goes along with her season. She's had a rocket chair season.
Right.
Only 1 goal allowed by Cony thus far.
I hope she takes like 5-hour energy before the game to keep herself alert, because it's got to be hard. Here's Cony again, threatening Morrill. And as Morrill looked to set it up, a whistle will get a free hit here, I think. Yep. Freeman about 17 yards out. To Doobie. Beats the check up to Freeman. Freeman. And it is blown dead. And we are going to get yet another penalty corner. That will be number 7 in the half.
Cony just kind of flexing their offensive muscle here.
Yeah. 7 in the half and 12 in the game. That's a lot.
And we'll see here if Matt Erskine has changed their strategy to see how far Cowan comes out of the goal.
Cunningham. Laid it back. Inside the circle. Freeman couldn't use it. Walked out of there by Pilot. Taken right back by Hendrickson. Hendrickson blocked by Pilot. Pilot backhands it up. Teammate is there. Flips it out to midfield. All the way out to Russo. Russo picks up Barrett. Russo broken up by Kate Morin. Morin and Russo fight for it. Whistle. It'll go to blue. Nope, it'll go to white.
Hey,
Cony with it.
Respect the gamemanship of trying to steal a free hit there.
Yeah, you got to try.
What Derek Jeter once said, you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I don't think it was Jeter who said that. I think that quote's been attributed to a lot of people.
That's true. Mike Violet once said, he ain't cheating, he ain't trying.
I probably did. Clark. Coming in now for Erskine Academy is Cassidy Brand, number 2, for those of you watching on our stream. She's a freshman. All right, at the 40. It is Freeman. Freeman up to Deneen. Deneen's got a goal today. Cleared out to midfield. Chance for the freshman Brand to handle it. She could not. Doobie beats her to it. Doobie pursued by Russo. Doobie down the right side. Gets it up to the 20. Knocked down there. Cleared out. And it is going to stay with Erskine Academy.
Also, can we just add into this turnover? I'll wait and finish my point.
Turnover to Morrill. Morrill to Hendrickson. A sweep one-timer got blocked. Now Cunningham. Cunningham up. That's blocked by Pilot. Pilot trying to clear. Can't get it by Hendrickson. Caroline Hendrickson down the left side. On the backhand to the forehand. Nice stick handling move. Look at that. Caroline Henderson has an interesting move out of her bag of tricks.
That was a nice little backhand there to try to send it up. I was just going to say, when we go through the midfield, Cony's got some tall girls, too. They got some real height in the midfield.
All right, Freeman back to Hendrickson. Hendrickson belts it, rolls to the edge of the circle, run out of there. Not for long, though. Broken up by Zoe Charest. Up to Freeman. Freeman so good in close. Tries to backhand it, and it's blocked there by Parker Minzy. And this will go to Erskine Academy. We've got girls soccer tomorrow night. Waterville at Lawrence.
That'd be a good one.
6 o'clock. Eventually, we'll end up under the lights between those two teams. In deep to Morrill. Morrill turns right inside the circle, lets it go, and blocking it, coming out a mile, literally 20 yards, was Andra Cowing. And Cowing kicks that one out of there. Cowing goes over. She kicks it again. Boy, she is a daredevil. And at the 30-yard line, a whistle with 3.5 minutes to go in the third period. It's 3-0 Cony.
Yeah, Cowing's just got utmost trust in her defense, right? Because she's just going to come out there. She's not even going to let you block it. She's just going to come kick it off your stick. And you've seen a lot more field hockey, but we've covered some this season. I don't think I've seen a goalie ever play that way.
No, I was just thinking about that. And, we've seen Skowhegan, Messalonsky. We've seen good teams. And it's Cowing's game. Haven't seen anybody else do it, that's for sure. Wrapped up there by Clark to midfield, but Freeman blocked it, runs it down the sideline. She got stuffed by Barrett. And we get a whistle just as she let it ride.
Barrett, nice job there. Picked the pocket, but then unfortunately I think it went out of bounds as she was trying to clear it past midfield.
In the first 5 minutes of this game, Erskine Academy had some pressure. That has been it. They had 2 penalty corners and a big fat bagel since.
Yeah, I think maybe they've really had, about one run in the second past midfield and one sort of run here in the third. Other than that, it's just been Cony.
All right, Deneen down the left side, and that ends up out.
Chase that one down.
Yeah, that one went onto the track. Of course, Cony with the turf here. They've had it here for 3 or 4 years. And this field, like all of them, gets used and is a huge community benefit. Freeman from the middle inside to Morrill. Morrill with the goalkeeper Cowing out there right on her. And Cowing did disrupt that play.
You mentioned lacrosse. I'm just waiting for Cowing at some point to just kind of take it and start running the fast break the other way at some point.
Sure. Blocked by Cunningham. Up to Deneen. In the middle to Morrow. Goes by her all the way to the right side to Jalen Lenko, a freshman in the game, wearing number 27.
That bouncing ball there just hopped over a couple of Cony sticks all the way out to the far sideline.
Holly Daigle goes to her bench with a 3-zip lead. 1 minute left in the third.
And while you mentioned that turf, worth mentioning, I know soccer tomorrow, but we'll be back on this turf Friday.
Yep. The depleted Cony Rams, who took a physical beating Friday night in Oakland, have several players out, including Rocco Napolitano.
Such a huge loss.
With a broken collarbone. There's a concussion, I believe. Jeff Bickford, their center linebacker. But they will strap the pads on, and they have a challenge. The Cony Rams will be here. Excuse me. Yeah, they will, along with the Lawrence Bulldogs.
Can guarantee that first one absolutely will be here.
Man, I got to get some of that, whatever that stuff is they advertise on TV. I can't even remember it. See how badly I need it?
Remember all.
There you go. That's it. 14 seconds left. It is 3-0. Stolen by Monson. Monson with 6 seconds left, taken back by Erskine Academy. And that all right as the clock runs out. Cony with a great opportunity, but time runs out on Abby Morrill, and that is it for the third period. So Cony opens it up in the third with 2 goals. They'll take a 3-goal lead into the fourth. A score after 3. Cony Rams 3, Erskine Academy Eagles nothing. This is live coverage of Class B North Field Hockey on The Score.
Are you fed up with high prices at the pump? Do monthly utility bills drain your wallet?
If you're nodding your head yes, Renewal by Andersen is your best solution. They custom build and install weather-tight replacement windows and back them with a generous, fully transferable limited warranty.
Call now to schedule your free design consultation. Plus, take advantage of this limited time offer with incredible savings and attractive financing.
The better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Over 40 academic degrees and programs recognized as some of the best in the United States. Nursing, criminal justice, forensic, psychology, IT, education, culinary arts, and so much more. Offering one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Plus, a top-seeded national champion producing athletics department. Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and Jonna Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity, where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus, here for you today and through all points of your life.
So I finally remembered the name of the medicine that I had forgot the name of that helps your memory. Prevagen.
Prevagen. Well, now that you remembered it, does that mean you don't need it?
All the people in the stands here that are close to my age or older are all nodding their heads at me that they probably have heard or used Prevagen as well. So the ad says Prevagen improves memory, extra strength, supports healthy brain function, sharper mind, clearer thinking. I am all over that.
Now to take a second and say that high school sports on centralmainsports.com and 1160 The Score, not brought to you by Prevagen.
Yeah.
Or our views do not reflect those of Prevagen.
Let's see if we can get an endorsement out of that, that's for sure. I have remembered that tomorrow night we are in Fairfield, Lawrence and Waterville girls soccer at 6. Back here Friday night for football, Lawrence at Cony at 7. In Winslow Saturday afternoon for the Raiders and Belfast at 1.
And, of course, you can find that schedule and all the broadcasts for free all the time, centralmainsports.com.
That's exactly right. The vault is always open 24/7, and it's always absolutely free. This game and every other game that we do, always available to you to go back and relive the memories. centralmainsports.com, go to the vault. All right, fourth quarter. See, I need the Prevagen. The Prevagen, get me the Prevagen. Fourth quarter underway, 3-0 Cony. The goals by the Rams, Deneen, Doobie, and Morrill. I remember those because I wrote them down.
Smart. That's a good memory trick. I was going to say the vault on centralmainsports.com doesn't need Prevagen. It remembers everything we do.
Right, it sure does, and it always remembers it doesn't cost anything. You never need a credit card with us. All right, Cunningham, that's going to be a free hit. They finally stop it. And they're going to move it up to just outside the 25 to Macy Freeman. 3-0 Cony. 1 minute into the fourth. Freeman back to Doobie. Sticks collide there, and it's going to go to Erskine Academy. Good job to jump up by Barrett.
Yeah, nice job by Barrett because obviously she slowed that down and I think got a little bit of an elbow, which is what drew the whistle.
Flicked up by Clark. That's her specialty, and this is really the only way that Erskine Academy is going to generate anything, and they do. They get it ahead to Addie Mort. Mort, though, broken up. Doobie, good job. Sweeps it out with a backhander. Clark, though, jumps up. Clark got it through to Sullivan. Sullivan broken up. Now to Cunningham. Elise fanned on it. Clark stick handles nicely around Cunningham. Can't keep it in. Hard work there by Lily Clark, but just brought it too far ahead. And Hendrickson, look out. A heat-seeking missile. And it gets all the way down to the 20.
Erskine, I think since the first quarter, has had about one kind of jaunt into midfield where they really had a possession and threatened.
Boy, and it was quick. It didn't last long.
No.
All right, back in the Cony zone. It's picked up by Minzy, and then they blow it dead. Give it right back to Cony. Swept out by Haley Johnson, the junior defenseman.
Do you think the field hockey players are good at putt-putt? Miniature golf, sorry. I call putt back home.
You know, it's such a game of touch. I mean, it's not power like it seemingly is here, although there certainly is finesse here. As Cony steals, they try to get it inside. They do. The shot there by Freeman got blocked, and they're going to get a penalty corner out of it. Nope, they aren't. It's going to be an Erskine Academy ball. Because, you know, I mean, I have played putt-putt with really good golfers, and they're terrible at it.
Interesting. Well, that explains it, because I'm pretty solid at miniature golf, and I'm terrible at actual golf.
Yeah. Like my father, God rest his soul, the king, very good golfer, terrible putt-putt player.
Interesting.
Terrible mini golf player. The clown always gets him. Always did get him. He would use swear words when we went to.
That's how golf goes.
Back in the day, we would go to Rummel's, which is now where Giffords is on Silver Street, and do mini golf there. All right, Cony back in their own end, and they blast it all the way up, and this run rolls wide of Andrew Cowing.
That's going to be a touchback.
It is. Erskine Academy will get the ball at the 20-yard. It'll be 1st and 10. We'll save that for Friday night when we're here.
I hope it was good to hear the injury report in case, not all of them, obviously, Cony missing some key players, just unfortunate after that tough game against Meso. But it's good to hear not all of them were season-ending, because I know the Cony coaching staff up in the box with us was very, very adamant that the linebacker core got depleted, and Doucette and who's the running back for Meso? Doobie, right?
Yes, Doobie.
Yeah, Doobie.
Yes,
wore them down in the second half.
Yep, absolutely. One of the injured players for Cony, whose name I can't remember, of course, thanks to no Prevagen, according to TJ Means, the AD here, is a concussion. So obviously you're taking great care with that.
Yeah.
So whomever it is will not play this week. As once again, coming out of the net, Cowing, and the net is open, and a whistle. And it'll go back to Erskine Academy. So we know Rocco Napolitano's out. We know, I believe, Jeff Bigford is out.
Unfortunately.
There are a few others.
I do agree with you're talking to AD. That game against Meso, they didn't come out on top. But, I mean, Cony's a talented team. They get to the playoffs and just try and get as much health as they can. They're a threat.
Just get in.
Yeah.
That's it. And they should be able to navigate through the schedule because, to be very blunt, there are some cream puffs. Brewer, Skowhegan, who they've already beaten, EL. I mean, you pretty much got 3 wins right there. And that's actually who Meso has the next 3, so they're going to be 6-0 unless something wacky happens. Outside the circle, Erskine Academy, wrong Eagles. Able to clear it out at least to the 40. Stopped there by Hendrickson. Hendrickson stuffed on a good defensive play by Phoebe Taylor. And it will be Erskine Academy's ball. 9 minutes to go in the 4th. It's 3-0 in favor of Cony. The goals for the Rams, Deneen, Doobie, and Morrill.
This fourth quarter has been a lot more back and forth as Meso, I think, tries to really stretch it, obviously, to get some offensive possession time. But defensively, I feel like they've been pretty solid. You can't give up that many penalty corners.
Morrill over to Hendrickson. Back to Morrill. Morrill goes wide. Morrill chased down on the play by Olivia Brand, and it is stopped. A free hit. Hendrickson. Back to Morrill. To Doobie. Kind of mishit. Doobie on the sidelines. Goes down low, inside the circle. Coming out is Cowing, of course. She's about 10 yards out here, and they'll pack it in now for another penalty corner.
Was this 8 in this half?
Yep, 8. 8 for the half, 13 for the game. Cunningham with 7:45 left. Hendrickson. To Freeman. Back to Hendrickson. Lines it up. It's blocked. It's backhanded and a whistle. Going to be Erskine's ball. All right, it's blown dead at the 30. Erskine Academy needs a push. Hardly any offense. Just 2 penalty corners, both in the first 5 minutes of the game. Mort turns it up. Mort, good pass to the middle, swept deep by Sullivan. It goes out.
That one, I think, a little bit of a rush. Sullivan definitely under some pressure, but there's just, there was obviously way more Rams back than Eagles, so that one you're kind of, if anything, just hoping for a weird deflection.
All right, Doobie. Natalie clears it all the way down, and hustling big time is Casey Monson. She is right on Ava Kelso, and Cony ends up with it. Morrill, and a violation on Cony.
A break there for the Eagles.
Yep.
Because that free hit, that was a baseball swing. She had that up like a bat.
All right, it'll go to blue here. Here's Clark. Flicks. Midfield, Mort tries to get it, can't. Not a Mort again. Addie Mort. Curls, goes on Charest. Mort, a center. Right to the side of the net, and it's ridden off there by Hendrickson. But guess what they'll get? Their first penalty corner since the first 5 minutes of the game, and it comes with just under 6 minutes to go in the game.
Big opportunity here for the Eagles, able to finally get it clear and get some passing down in the offensive end. Got to make this one count.
No question. It'll be Reese Sullivan. Sullivan back to the top. Clark able to tamp it down, looking for a redirect. They don't get it. That ball bounced on Lily Clark. If she had had time to really one-time that, that's what you wanted there. I don't think that play was designed for Lily to pass.
That was a nice look inside, though, to was that Monson? Is that what Morton? Excuse me.
All right, up ahead of the field. Morrill almost able to take it away, but could not. Erskine Academy able to get it, but goes back to Cony. Hendrickson. Hendrickson slows down right near the sideline, finds open space up to Morrill. Now to Freeman. In the pack there. Cony with a free hit.
How about Henderson on the one hand? I don't think I've seen too many players attempt that and do it successfully.
She's got all kinds of skills. Her hands are really good. All right, Freeman with a steal. Violation called there on Mort. Back to Doobie. 4:20 left. Here's Hendrickson. Lines it up and fires it. It dribbles and then is cleared. Hendrickson hustles over, beating Russo to it. Russo, Hendrickson. Hendrickson wins. Hendrickson back to open field. There's what has become, I think, her patented move where she goes down on the backhand, uses the shaft of the stick, and got a lot of wood on that.
Yeah, that was actually, it was a very accurate pass. It got into the area she wanted to, just teammates couldn't get it through to the net, and Cony's able to retain here on a free hit.
You know, you don't do that kind of stuff that Caroline Hendrickson is doing unless you practice it a lot.
Yes.
She must practice it a lot.
Like you said, you could tell different players, the equipment, lacrosse, obviously more my specialty since I played, but she is just super comfortable. One hand, backhand. It's like it's an extra appendage.
Yeah, I think that young woman has spent a lot of time in a backyard with just her, a stick, and a ball.
Yeah, and it shows.
And just working it.
Because not only can it gives her the opportunity, obviously we've seen to pass from funky situations, just makes her more comfortable and easier to beat defenders because she could switch hands. She can go to one hand and kind of box out. Just too skilled.
If it were basketball or hockey, you'd call her a gym rat or a rink rat. I don't know what we call her in field hockey.
That turf rat doesn't have the same ring to it.
It doesn't. The same context and connotation.
Yeah.
2:40 left. Erskine ball, Lily Clark over on the far side. Certainly a great day to play. Very comfortable temperatures. Not much wind.
Decent cloud cover. Not that it was hot, but, I mean, it's been really comfortable today.
My kind of weather. I'm never going to be one to diss on summer because it's such a short season, but this is my kind of weather.
100%. And then after we got rained on for 2 games, luckily we were in a press box the first one.
Yes, I can sit outside here and like it. 2 minutes left, and barring some sort of divine intervention, Cony is going to win this, but I'll tell you what, something to build on here if your Erskine Academy, as Morrill steals inside the circle, can't get a shot off, and of course Cowing is 15 yards out of the net, cleared out by Clark. This is going to be something to build on, only losing, as of now, 3-0 to Cony.
Yeah, I think defensively for sure there on that last possession, just real quick, Morrill, I think, had teammate there backside, just another one of those situations where maybe be a little bit more unselfish because you had someone wide open on the back door.
Yep, defensively, obviously, they've gotten a lot of work today, Erskine Academy. So, when you play everybody else, you're going to be that much better. Obviously, they've got to work on their offense.
Yeah, and the thing is, we talked about it, I think, for Erskine to win this game, how Cowan was going to have to stand on her head, and it's sort of become one of our sayings, but goalie did a heck of a job today.
Yeah. She's made some saves. This certainly could be 5-6-0. But, I think that Shara McDonald, again, we have a conversation about moral victories. And, this is certainly in the conversation as one.
I think so. You talk about a team, this Cony team has not scored less than 8 goals in any of the 3 games they've played thus far. And that, like you said in the pregame, that includes Lawrence.
Yep, they beat them 9-1. Final 25. Swept up. Cleared to midfield. Cony just trying to run the clock out. And Avery Maxim will record a shutout.
3rd one of the season.
The most easy shutout of her life. And that's it. A workmanlike win for the Cony Rams today. And another shutout. Final score here from Fuller Field in Augusta. Cony Rams 3 and the Erskine Academy Eagles nothing. Back with a post-game show after this.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. Our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Mike Violet, AJ Knights, back here post-game. Fuller Field in Augusta. Cony Rams finishing off the Erskine Academy Eagles 3-0 the final. 1 goal in the first half. It was scored by Helen Deneen. It came in the second period, 1:50 in. So we had a surprising 1-0 score at halftime in favor of Cony, and then 2 goals for the Rams in the third. Natalie Doobie from Elise Cunningham from way deep in the right corner. Cunningham with a centering pass, and Doobie knocked it home to make it 2-0. Then Abby Morrill scored like she does most of the time in every game. She's had a game where she's had 6 this year. Morrill scored at 5:25 of the third to account for the final score of 3-0. Penalty corners in this one, let's see, 5, 10, 13 for Cony and just 3 for the Erskine Academy Eagles. And so often, AJ, penalty corners give you an idea, an indication of the possession that one team has in the other team's zone. And I think 13-3 pretty much paints the picture.
Yeah, I mean, it was 1-0 at half, like you said, and then it was just, was it six penalty corners, like right at the start of the third quarter, and that's what contributed to those 2 quick goals in the third for Cony. And that was more than enough because I think basically once per quarter in the fourth, maybe he had 2 runs. Obviously, Erskine got a penalty corner there late with an opportunity, but after the first, Erskine kind of came out and I thought had a good run there. That both teams had goals that were disallowed. You wonder how that affected, Erskine, if that potentially, even if it's a 1-1 tie, how that feels differently than 0-0. Just to crack that goose egg when Cony's only given up still 1 goal on the season. But, yeah, the penalty corners are indicative of just how dominating Cony was in possession.
They are undefeated, and they are undefeated for a reason. Even though Erskine Academy gave them a good go here today, this is a team that does so many things so very well, and they have some terrific talents as well. One of them, Caroline Hendrickson, who didn't get on the scoreboard today, but she might have been the best player on the field, AJ, and that says a lot in itself.
Yeah, just the comfort and the skill level she has with that stick in her hand. We saw that patented backhanded pass several times, set up a couple of good opportunities, and then her ability to use her size and comfort with the one-handed dribble basically to kind of shield defenders and be able to turn the corner on them. She is just, if not one of the best stick handlers in field hockey in the state of Maine.
She sure is. We will segue to girls soccer tomorrow night in Fairfield with the Lawrence Bulldogs taking on the Waterville Purple Panthers. It'll be Waterville against Lawrence. We won't be against anyone. AJ and I will be there for the call. Game time, 6 o'clock. Live audio and video coverage at 1160thescore.com and centralmainsports.com. Remember, every game we do ends up in the Scores Vault, which you can find also at centralmainsports.com. Go to the vault. You can always relive all of the memories anytime, absolutely free. Again, centralmainsports.com. So that's going to do it for us here from Fuller Field in Augusta. For AJ Knight, I am Mike Violet saying so long. Final score in this one in girls field hockey this afternoon. Cony Rams 3 and the Erskine Academy Eagles 0.
This high school sports presentation on the place for local sports, The Score, has been brought to you by Central Maine Community College, Central Maine Motors, Hammond Lumber Company, Midstate Machine, Whittemore & Sons, Somerset Stone & Stove, 201 Tire Battery and Service, PJ Diggs, Renewal by Anderson, Assistance Plus, Joseph's Market, the Harry J. Smith Company, and by Computer Improvements. For all your local sports action, keep it right here on the place for local sports, The Score.